source for everything going down in the world of mixed martial arts. Breaking news, the best highlights and exclusive access to your favourite fighters. Catch all the action at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on Access TV, your home for MMA. And coming up next on tonight's card, this one should be a ripper. It's Caio Machado and Domingo Pilarte, both men undefeated.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the cage representing GF Team, Caio Machado.
Famous name, of course, in BJJ Machado. This is Caio Machado. Comes in on a 3-fight winning streak, that rear naked choke over Cal Felipe in September 2012. He hasn't fought in 16 months, Caio Machado. Dedicated himself to training in Brazil, said he couldn't get any fights scheduled down there. This is his first fight ever on US soil. Always looks to take an opponent's back and finish them. Cornered by James Cooper and Igor Santos tonight. Had an extensive 3-month training camp in which he worked hard, Pat, to improve his stand-up game, especially his combinations.
Yeah, and it seems to me that he's a pretty well-balanced fighter. I think he's a little better on the ground, but they feel, his camp, that he's as good almost now with his striking.
In talking to James Cooper yesterday, he said they've been trying to teach Caio patience. Not to overextend, not to be overly aggressive, to choose his shots, to work his timing, to measure opponents. But Cooper did say, look out for Caio's jiu-jitsu. Once he takes an opponent's back, it is game over. Aggressive on the feet, aggressive on the ground. Caio Machado.
They almost made it sound like he's reckless at times on his feet. Too much chaos.
Two undefeated fighters in this one, Machado and Pilarte. Both men 3-0. As Machado enters the cage for the first time ever at Legacy, for the first time ever in the United States.
Opponent makes his way to the cage representing the 4-ounce fight team, Domingo Pilarte.
A quick walk to the cage for Domingo Pilarte, who has 66% of wins by submission. However, Mick Maynard, the CEO of Legacy, says that the hardest punch he has ever taken in sparring was a straight left from Pilarte. He says Pilarte, Pat, hits that hard.
Yeah, and he's a lefty, which can make it even more difficult when you receive punches from a lefty. They come from angles you're not used to, and it can definitely hurt more.
Started training karate at 5, boxing at 12, BJJ, wrestling and kickboxing at 15. As we take a look at the tail of the tape for this matchup between two undefeated fighters. Pilarte, 4 years the older, has the height over Machado. Reach in the arms by 2 inches, reach in the legs also by 2 inches for Domingo Pilarte. Pilarte throws hard punches. He knows Machado throws hard punches. Needs to look out for Machado's spinning back fist. He says Machado gets wild, he drops his hands, he'll look to expose that. And says the first chance that Machado gets, he'll try to take the fight to the ground.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this game plan is going to work out for both these guys, whether they're able to put it to work for themselves.
It is Machado and Pilarte, our second fight at Legacy FC.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second fight of the night is being brought to us by Classic Chevrolet and is scheduled for 3 rounds of 5 minutes each in the Legacy Bantamweight division. Introducing first, on my right, fighting out of the Star Motorcycles blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, his official weight 135 1/4 pounds. This young Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion holds a perfect record of 3 wins and no defeats. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, Caio Machado. And across the cage on my left, fighting out of the MO2Go.com red corner. He stands 6 feet tall, his official weight 136 pounds. The submission fighter stands undefeated with a record of 3 wins and no defeats. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, Domingo, Anointed Pilarte. Referee to give final instructions, Joe Solis.
All right, guys, you've been giving instructions in the back. Okay, so you know the rules. Touch gloves. Let's do it.
Joe Solis, the final instructions for this one. Caio Machado and Domingo Pilarte. Pilarte from the 4-ounce camp. They've got a busy night here tonight. Also with Larry Taekwon Crow and Antonis Young still to come here.
All right, ready, fighters? Foot.
Who will incur the first blemish on their record? Who will continue the streak? High left round kick early from Pilarte, the southpaw. He wants to throw that left hand. And you know what Machado has to do. Keep the lead foot on the outside of Pilarte's lead and throw his right hand down the tube. Crossing elbows here from Pilarte.
Pilarte having a good start, throwing those high kicks to the rear arm of Machado.
Glancing right hook there from Machado, patting a high left round Pilarte.
Trying to make him keep that right arm at home.
Super aggressive start from both of these men. Body shot there from Pilarte. Cuts off the cage, slams in a round kick nicely. Once again to the body, off that rear leg. 2 very quick bantamweights going at it here. It's been a nice display of striking so far. No attempt to go to ground. Step across outside fire kick from Machado. Look how Pilarte cuts these angles.
Yeah, he's got great footwork. Very nimble.
One to the hamstring from Machado. Pilarte, there's the double left hand. Make it in triplicate. 4 there. 5 in a row. Pilarte unloading the heavy artillery. Machado, Muay Thai clinch to the high knees. That's one way to slow down the hand.
Yeah, good composure by Machado there to tie him up and land a couple knees.
First takedown from Pilarte. Looks for a choke here, Pat.
Trying to submit him. He's got his stacked against the cage. It's tough to get out of that. Not a good place to be.
Can Pilarte finish?
He tried changing it up to a new choke. Was not able to secure it.
And Machado out of trouble, but his right eye is badly damaged. There is a cut under the eye on Machado. A large welt starting to spruce there. High knee from Pilarte. He is doing a number on Machado. Once again, connects with the right hand. There's the left hook.
He's just punching right through the guard, plowing right through it.
It is all Domingo Pilarte here in the first round. Machado, inside leg kick. A good weapon to use against a southpaw fighter. My word, the damage on Machado's eye in the opening half a round, courtesy of that left hand of Pilarte.
Showing a good chin. He's taking a lot of shots.
Both men looking to lock on tight clinches. It's Machado who gets the first knees off.
Machado's good with that clinch. He's been very accurate with his knees out of that.
High left round, straight left hand, doubles up on that cross, does Pilarte. Machado cannot sit against the cage, gets tagged again. Uppercut from Pilarte. High knee from Machado.
Every time in the clinch, Machado's winning that stuff with the knees.
There is no filling out process in this fight. Both men at it from the opening bout. Inside leg again from Machado. And Pilarte backs off, resets himself. Machado's corner, calling for the knees, hacking away with the elbows to the hairline. Drops down looking for a single leg here, Machado.
Let's see how good his wrestling is. Great on the ground, but you got to get him there.
Pilarte is a BJJ purple belt. Machado looking for the takedown to no avail. Gets caught in another submission attempt. High knee, crossing elbows. Pilarte looking to fillet him here.
Machado's got to tie him up more.
Pilarte may be tiring. Can Machado capitalize?
I would say the steam he's putting on every punch he's thrown is definitely going to use some energy.
The southpaw goes to the liver off that left round kick. Machado walks into a left hand. Pilarte swings wildly. Machado catches him. Transitions to a tight clinch. High knee from Machado. Looking for the meet and greet.
Nice.
Here comes Machado now. Machado's second wind. He's tagging. Pilate's almost out of his feet. What a comeback from Machado.
My goodness.
The crowd in Houston going bananas.
Pilarte thought he had him out of there early in the round.
What granite jaws on both men. Machado backs him up. Mouthguard flies out. Can Machado stop him? Referee dives in. End of the round. What a round. A red snorter in Houston.
Amazing exchanges in here. These guys letting it all hang out in this first round. They're not concerned with their gas tanks at all. Going for the finish. Both these guys. Attempted takedown. You never want your body to generally hit the mat first when you go for a takedown. Usually not going to be successful. Your opponent's able to scramble out of those situations. Good job with that clinch. Pivoting out and landing these bombs.
Pilarte maybe spent his pennies a little too early in the round, tired at about the second third of the fight. I should say the first round. You can't separate them. 10-all, says Pat Miletich, after one.
How could you give one or the other the round? They bludgeoned each other.
Machado. Pilarte's mouthguard flew out of the cage, sailed past our commentary table, and hit our floor director. Machado's right eye, badly damaged. The doctor's going to take another look at it here. Machado saying he's okay to go on. They'll test his vision. Now, that damage happened in the opening minute and a half. Courtesy of the left hands from Pilarte. He was like a jackhammer going to that right eye.
All right, fellas, here we go. Fight.
Definitely the fight of the night so far, but we are only in our second contest. This is extraordinary. Here we go again.
This is where it comes down to gas tank and heart.
Skip up outside leg kick from Machado. High right round kick. Now Pilarte, as well as being a hard striker with that left hand, is a nasty striker. He'll go after the damaged eye here. He'll show no favour to Machado.
Machado's felt what Pilarte has to offer, and he's not that intimidated by it.
Pilarte looking to get the fight down, gets it there, tries to get Machado on his back.
Nice change up from the single into that Barzagar takedown. Textbook.
Both feet on hips. Machado trying to push Pilarte off him. Nice use of the palm heel here from Machado.
Feet on the hips. Good control. Good control there.
Pilarte wants to drop the left hand. Machado springs to his feet. And now it's his turn for ground and pound. Here comes Machado.
Out in that position with an old school sweep. That's day one stuff. That was beautiful.
Inside the closed guard, Machado. That'll Pilarte. Can Machado break the guard? Impossible. there from Machado. Look to drop the right. Pilarte throwing the legs up again, hoping to sink a sub. Elbow from Machado. Pilarte's nose bleeding.
Nice job, thinking ahead, trapping that arm.
Blood for blood here in this bantamweight contest. We're set for 3 rounds of action. It's one of those fights so far that you'd hope would go 5.
Like this kid's jiu-jitsu base, his ability to strike from any position on the ground. He does it well. Very good balance. See him putting his elbow on the arm of body to get his arm out.
And Pilarte just painted the canvas with a nose brush. Knees from Machado.
Pilarte's desperately hanging on to those wrists, trying to hold on to him.
Fist strike from Machado. Turtle shell from Pilarte. Nowhere to go. Referee on top of the action. Now in the genius position.
He's got to get out. He's got to get moving.
Machado slicing and tossing. Wants to cut the face of Pilarte to return the favour. High knee from Machado. Machado takes down nicely down. Look at the blood-splattered face here of Pilarte.
He's showing it's gas tank, definitely. He's got more gas right now in the tank. Pilarte with a nice little leg attack here.
Pilarte found a minute opening, looking to take advantage here. Machado's out of there. Machado's turn. Goes the butterfly guard. Now one front hit from Machado.
Nice reversal from Pilarte there. Out of the leg lock, getting the takedown. Taking a breather. He's tired.
1 minute 20 remains. Second round of 3. It's been another ripper. Throws the legs up. Closes the guard very high on the back here.
Trying to pivot.
Pilarte's corner barking for the elbows to be thrown. Machado turns to disengage. Left hook Machado, left hook from Pilarte.
All the wrestling that's gone on. Let's see who recovers the best from who's on wearing and who's not.
Pilarte is returned. Machado tees off him again. There's the left hand from Pilarte.
He jumped into that one.
Round kick just scooped out of the way. Front kick from Machado.
When you see a little guy in that good a shape put his hands on his knees, it's rare.
Hands on the hips, breathing through the mouth. Pilarte telegraphs the left hand.
Shot of the corner. I'm telling him to pour on the gas. When I see Pilarte do that, he's telling you, hey, he's tired. Get on it.
High right round kick from Machado. Pilarte has come to a standstill.
In the second round also. A lot of it took place on the ground now. Here's a little old school ankle pick. See how he pushes with the feet, grabs the ankles, and dumps Pilarte on his back. Very, very slick technique. Don't see it very often anymore. And he opens up. He recovers better than Pilarte out of that wrestling scramble. Pilarte showing he's extremely tired. And he can front because of it.
Machado says Pat Milicic 2019 to Caio Machado after 2. Hands still on hip for Pilarte here, breathing heavily through his mouth. I wonder if the nose is broken on Pilarte. A massive lump at the bridge of it. If you wanted a Roman nose, now he's got one. It's Roman all over his face at the moment.
Take a look at Domingo.
Doctor's going to check the vision here of Pilarte. Machado's come first. Referee Solis just making sure the doc checks out Machado. They come from Machado, who was done for all money at the first half of the opening round. Really back to make it a drawn first stanza. In the second round, though, he controlled it.
Well, both got a good rest between that round, didn't they?
They did indeed. Well-deserved 1/3 and final round now.
Here we go.
I think that plays in Pilate's favor. He needed the rest.
72% of fans using our Access TV Fight app thought Pilarte would win this one. We've got him trailing with under 5 minutes remaining. Inside leg kick from Machado. Pilarte certainly.
Well, shoulder high as Machado.
Nice work from Machado, looking to take out Pilate's legs, then changes level, goes upstairs. Double leg here. Switches to a single. Machado down to the canvas to go.
Nice job escaping that. Right when he hit the ground, popped his arm through the key lock.
Inside the close guard of Caio Machado.
Machado did a great job in the second round with his ground attack. Let's see if he can do it again here.
Nice elbow to the eye. And there's a cut from the elbow. Immediately opens up.
Trying to block that arm bar.
And Pilarte find it. And Machado get that arm free. He does indeed. And drops the elbow, that busted nose.
Both guys in this fight have shown the ability to get out of submissions. Let's see them coming. Well versed on the ground.
Machado looks at his corner. They say count is here, and Machado responds. Trying to damage that cut over the right eye of Pilarte.
He actually got a little bit of power in that, even though he's not getting a lot of distance. Pretty powerful hand on this there.
Shots now from Machado. Referee choosing to stand them, even though Machado was working.
No. Not so much.
Strange call there from veteran referee Solis. Hands on knees. Pilarte shoots for a double leg. Drives Machado against the cage. Takes him down now. Machado butterfly guard.
Machado may work for it. Let's see what Machado does now, whether he goes for a submission or tries to get back to his feet.
Just past the halfway mark, the third and final round, in which we have Pilarte trailing. First round of draw, second at 10-9 for Caio Machado.
Snug got to work if you want to stay there.
Pilarte needing to get to work, definitely. The referee's telling him also he's going to have to do something, score some points here.
Elbow to the jaw from Pilarte. Nice elbow that damaged right eye. Good elbow again as he postures up there, Pilarte. Machado trap in the arms. Pilarte tries to get the right one free. Foot on the hips here from Machado. Looking to open up some distance. Pilarte wants to pass. Machado says no.
Machado with good footwork. They're trying to sweep him. Unbalancing him constantly. That's why Pilarte had trouble punching. On the leg. Let's see if he hits the pinch. Yep, he's got him by the waist. That's a very painful submission.
And plenty of time to execute it here. It would be a brilliant finish for Caio Machado.
You can actually bite someone's knee apart. It stretches the knee apart. It's also a calf slicer. If you get your shin in there tight enough, you can actually force their knee apart. Now an attempt to key lock. Pilarte, while he's in submission also.
Both men trading jumps here. Under a minute remaining. Who will come out trumps?
One's got the leg lock, the other's got the arm. Good stuff.
Pilarte goes back to the arm. And it looks like both men are going to give up the sub a chance.
Well, he still got it. He's got his foot in there right now. Oh. That was opportunistic.
Pilarte reverse elbows. Just trying to stay because he's still crunching that calf.
So his shin's not deep enough, though. It should be all the way down to the back of the knee. And he's got the rear choke started.
Machado, can he finish? Can he finish?
He's trying to hit him with an arm triangle from behind, basically.
He can't. Machado sells the cage. Believes he'll have the decision here. And we believe so too. He looked to be done the first half of the opening round. And what a rally back.
Amazing fight. That was a blast to watch. At the end of that round, you see Machado's got that knee in jeopardy there. He's got him trapped and working the choke. He's trying to hit a side choke, basically, but from behind. Probably not going to be very effective with that, but it looks good for the judges.
Here at the Houston Arena Theatre. They love that one. Pam Meltridge gives it to Caio Machado, 30-28. How are you scoring it, folks? Let us know. Use the hashtag Legacy27 on Twitter. And also follow us at Access TV Fights, at Chevello Voice, at Pam Milicic. Who won, Machado or Pilarte?
Pilarte's sitting on a stool like that. He doesn't think he won, or he's just simply too tired to get up and make it look like he felt he won.
Please, an official round of applause for an incredible fight. We go to the judges' scorecards where they all score the fight the same, 29-28. For your winner and still undefeated, Caio Machado!
Caio Machado rallied back. An emotional moment for him. He improves his record to 4-0. Pilarte goes 3-1. Folks, coming up next, it's a middleweight war you won't want to miss. Charles Cheeks III takes on Houston's own Alex. Bet on black when Access Fight returns.
Hey everyone, it's me, Katie Darrell, and tonight we are live in New York City with Access TV's Super Party. Did someone say party? Oh wait, that was me. I'm already drinking. See you tonight.
So here we go. It's a simple drink.
I love the way he's doing this to the camera like Rachel Ray. Like he's like, and so anyway, why not make the bad decision?
Why not? I mean, you're out, right? You're out. You're out. At home.